crap of the day is the Detroit Lions. Is that mighty Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions, guys, scored 40-plus points for the fourth time this NFL season. And the defense has held a team underneath 10 points for the second time this NFL season. Many people out there are deeming them Super Bowl champions before December. Many people are deeming them the best team in the NFL before Thanksgiving. So, guys, is it fact or is it crap that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL? Is it a fact or is it a crap that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL? Put some respect on their name. Now, guys, the Detroit Lions have been putting up crazy good offensive numbers. They have been putting up numbers left and to the right. And hell, they've been giving some to the New York Giants because they have so many to spare. They had over 650 yards of total offense yesterday. They're averaging 242 yards passing yards per game with 152 rushing yards on the ground. Their defense is playing even better, right? Only giving up 232 yards passing yards per game and only 94 rushing yards per game. It even gets better. They're only allowing 17 points per game. Jared Goff, so far this season, now has 5 games, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 80% completion games. It is a single season record. There was a stretch before the Houston Texans game where he had more touchdowns than incompletions. The Lions are looking mighty fine, guys. 9-1 on the season. 7-game winning streak. But guys, fact or crap, are the Detroit Lions the best team in the NFL? Let me serenade for you guys that. That is crap. That is crap. Look at the offense. They're putting up great offensive numbers, right? Well, guess what? They're the 3rd ranked offense in the NFL. Not first, not second, but they're the 3rd ranked offense in the NFL. They're behind the 49ers and they're behind the Baltimore Ravens. Both are better than them on the offensive side of the ball. And when you look at the stats, when you look at the numbers, the Packers and Eagles are creeping very, very close in that 3rd place spot. If the Lions did not put up 600 some odd yards on Sunday, they would be out of the top 5. It is what it is. I said it. And the defense is even worse. Yes, the defense is doing 232 passing yards per game, only 94 yards rushing, only 17 points per game. But the defense is ranked 12th in the NFL. And the old outage of who they played all season long, the Detroit Lions have not played very many teams very worth anything this season. Let's just be honest. Who have they played? They played 2, maybe 3 playoff teams. That's it. They did beat the Green Bay Packers, and they did beat the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. 3 potential playoff teams. But beyond that, not one playoff team had they played. Not one. And in those games versus the Vikings and versus the Texans, they started out slow. If the Vikings and Texans would have just continued to play a decent game and not gave the game away, they would have probably won the game. Now, they will be tested a little bit more when they play the Packers again and the 49ers and the Bills in 3 weeks. But they are beating up bad teams. Let's just be honest. They're beating up bad teams and they're padding their stats. Isn't that what all the Dak Prescott haters say? Oh, he's just padding stats. That's why he was second in MVP voting. The only reason why the Detroit Lions are ranked 3rd in the offense in the NFL is because they're padding stats versus the Jaguars, versus the Titans, versus the Cowboys, versus the Seahawks. They're padding those stats. They're beating up bad teams. They scored 40-plus points versus the Jaguars, Titans, and Cowboys. Congratulations. 7 wins combined this season. Now, they did beat a Seahawks team, which they're 5-5 on the season. They'll probably miss the playoffs, but they did put 40 points up there on well. Now, if you want me to put the Detroit Lions as the best team in the NFL, beat a Packers team at 100%. Not the whole team at 100%, but Jordan Love. Beat the Green Bay Packers when Jordan Love is not a wounded duck out there. Jordan Love should not have played that game at all. How about this? Beat the Buffalo Bills. Even though they're not a Super Bowl team right now, beat the Buffalo Bills. And how about this? beat the wounded San Francisco 49ers team when your team does, or when your coach doesn't try to give away the game. Guys, this is a complete crap. The Detroit Lions are not the best team in the NFL. Stats are fooling you here. Your eyes are fooling you here. 52-6, 52-14, 42-29, 47-9. Your eyes are fooling you. The box scores are fooling you. Stop it. The Detroit Lions are not the best team in the NFL, and we all know that is the Philadelphia Eagles. So, guys, is it fact or is it crap? Are the Buffalo Bills the best team in the NFL? James says, big facts, baby. Put some respect on their name, says James. They are the best team in the NFL. And I know what best team in the NFL is because I'm a Browns fan. I'm just playing with James. I'm just playing. James Sherman says they're good, but not like them Eagles. The Eagles are hot on their asses, boy. The Eagles are the best team in the NFL, James. Who has the best defense in the NFL? The Philadelphia Eagles. Who has a top 5 offense in the NFL? The Philadelphia Eagles. They play head-to-head right now. The Eagles whoop that ass. Let's just be honest. Laura Johnson says fact, and more fact. I strongly, she puts the emphasis word on the strongly, dislikes them because they're the same division as my team. But how can you not be on the Lions train right now and not enjoying this ride? Because this ride has included wins over the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Cowboys, the Titans, and the Jaguars. 7 wins there, boys and girls. Woo! Get it up. James Frank says Lions versus Eagles in NFC Championship game would be insane. And the Lions will get the short end of the stick because the Eagles are better. It is what it is. Carson Lang says Goff had 5 interceptions and somehow won that game. The Lions are up there. The Lions are definitely up there. They're possibly number 3 team in the NFL, maybe 2, but they're not the best. They're definitely a top 5 team in the NFL, Carson. Don't get that twisted. But if the Texans just would have come out and played a little bit of offense in the second half, we would not be talking about the Detroit Lions at all. Now, I understand the Lions did come out. They played decent in the second half, actually played great in the second half versus the Texans. It happens. They're still not the best team. And Carson says, but padding the stats is the same reason you said the Cowboys were going to do the same last year and the playoffs. No, I look at the roster, Carson. I watch the film. The Cowboys are them. Slow it down. Derek says Detroit, home of the All-American bully. What? Whatever that means. Carson says, fact, Buffalo Bills are the best team in the NFL. I know you meant Lions. Buffalo Bills are the best team in the NFL. Yep. And Supateta says, you're horrible. Okay. I'm so glad that you are here. Supateta. If you're a super daddy, you would not take a selfie in the car with your seatbelt and your makeshift sunglasses. But hey, it is what it is.